Welcome to Eat, Sleep, Nerd, a podcast where you can check out, go AFK, and relax with us as we discuss all things nerd. Comic books, video games, movies, TV shows, and anything else that gets geeks more worked up than Christopher Nolan looking at an effects reel.
What's up, and welcome to episode number 65. I am your dorky DJ, Corey Winter, and in this episode, we have some special guests that are going to help us talk nerd. And joining me, as always, is my nerdy brother, Josh Winter, our geeky friends, Jason Summer,
Howdy!
and our special guests. Gotta pause for a second, hold on.
It's not what you did, it's the sound. Okay.
And our special guests, Nicholas Murphy and Britt. You just want me to call you Britt?
Yeah, that's
Britt?
fine.
All right.
Yeah.
So, we have some friends. We have some nerdy friends.
Yay!
And I'm in a corner. I don't know. I'm in a corner.
Hey,
All right, who put Corey in
nobody
the
puts
corner?
Corey in the corner.
And like in post-production, I'll be in this little box. Just like Jason is.
Corey puts himself in the corner.
So we're going to have equal boxes,
We're going to have equal boxes. You guys will be all
balanced boxes.
Yeah.
Kind of like,
Probably
I
shouldn't
have
be
my own
looking-
box.
like Hollywood Square.
I shouldn't be looking at that. I should put
I loved Hollywood Square. But,
Anyway.
It'll figure itself out.
So
Fix it in post. Okay.
we have a packed house here.
Yes.
Bunch of nerds in the house.
Mhm.
So since we have some special guests, I want to know what you guys nerd out on in general. So who wants to start? I believe Nick, you told us to start with Britt.
Yes.
Okay.
Chivalry.
oh my
Chivalry.
gosh.
So Britt,
Yes.
we actually met you at this year's Huntsville Comic Expo.
yes.
Throwback.
Yes.
And-
It was so long ago.
it wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah.
It was so long
Yeah, it feels
ago.
like it.
When was that?
Way back in the April of
April?
2023.
Yeah, it was April.
I've aged so much since then.
Right? So much growth.
Same.
So when we met you,
hmm
you were cosplaying. So
I
obviously
was.
you nerd out on cosplaying.
Yes.
But what else?
Honestly, everything. I love sci-fi. I love video games. I love horror, especially like Lugosi era. Universal Monsters is my jam.
Oh.
Okay.
Cosplay, of course. I've been doing that for like 15 years. Did it semi-professionally for a while. Paranormal things. I'm a paranormal investigator as well. I like to read sometimes. Anime. I really like everything. It's annoying, but I really like everything.
And we were talking, you have a background in music, percussion specifically.
Yes, my original major in college, I was a music education major. I was a percussionist, and then I was a vocal minor.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Wow.
Bass drummer, right?
I played bass, snare, and then I marched cymbals
Oh.
as well. Cymbals is not for the weak. I'm just going
It's
to
not.
put that out
Oh, yeah,
there.
no.
I still
Mm-mm.
have the calluses.
It's all in the shoulders.
Many years later. Yes,
Yeah.
all in the shoulders.
All in the shoulders.
But yeah, I'm literally just a giant nerd. That's the easiest way to describe me. So
I think the actual giant nerd is next to you because he's like 8 feet tall.
we
but-
look the same height right now.
Studio magic.
Studio
Listen,
magic.
I'm
Studio magic.
living my best life with that because I'm so short.
Rude.
I've actually known Nick forever, and I've never been able to look him in the eye before. This
Yeah.
is weird.
Is that
Yeah,
because
so-
of a height thing, or is it just because you
Yeah,
feel guilty
100%.
about something?
Nick is 6'3",
Both,
Okay.
probably.
6'3",
Yes,
and I am
6'3".
5'2".
Okay.
That's not true.
Okay.
That's not true.
You're like,
You're like 5'6".
You're like
I'm
a
a-
little bit
I'm a-
taller than me.
I'm a Tom Cruisian 5'8".
we'll call it that.
It's a Hollywood.
Yeah, it's a
Hollywood
Hollywood
six.
5'8".
Hollywood 5'8".
Yeah, it's like a.
So Nick, we've known you for essentially our entire lives. It feels like I've known you since high school, maybe middle school.
At middle school for sure.
Yeah.
Because we met in middle school.
The days of Dowdy.
Yeah. Yes. So I've known you for 20 years now. It feels like
Oh my
maybe.
God, don't say that.
So all
2 decades.
Yeah.
It's true.
So I've obviously marching band. You geek out on that. You're actually a band director.
He's one of the rare ones that actually graduated and became a music
the one
educator.
that followed through with their education.
I did the thing I went to school for, or currently do. And so much more. Yeah. So what was the question?
What do you know that on?
Oh, so
Why are you here?
What are your credentials, sir?
I don't have any.
Defend your interests.
I think that I nerd out on music things. I'm technically a band director. I don't really like marching band that much, though. Truthfully, like being 100% honest.
Coming from a Jones band, that's absurd.
It really is, actually.
But you know what? It's valid though. I went to college with so many people who are music majors that, like you said earlier, you enjoy like the theater and the choir aspect of it. I respect that.
But it's not. I don't dislike marching band because of the choirs, like because of the more serious music. At least in my opinion, more serious music. I just think it's like I'm just over it. I think that's what it is. Like I've done it and I'm done with it.
I mean, that makes sense.
I think that's it. Like
you're ready to move on.
Yeah, like that's cool. I did that.
Yeah.
Did that.
Now
to Carnegie Hall.
Yeah. So, but yeah, music is a gigantic part of my life. I love everything that I do. I love working with my kids, my students. I don't have children. I love working with my church choir. I love doing writing music. I love arranging music. The one cool thing about being a band director is that I get to arrange the music that my kids love, like on the radio or on the Tic Tac or whatever. And
you just made yourself even older.
That's what it's called.
Tic Tac.
Oh, super not.
I heard you, buddy. I got it.
So, but like my first year at the school I work in, Into the Thick of It was a big thing on the TikTok.
I have literally no idea what you're talking about.
Into the Thick of It.
What is that from?
Where? What is it?
Into the Thick of It.
Yeah,
Into the Thick of It.
Even Jason knows.
I don't know what that is.
I've got nothing on this one.
I've got nothing.
It's so good. It's the cutest song ever. But it was a huge thing. There was a whole dance with it and everything. But so I was like, this will be funny if we write this for a stands tune for the band to play in the stands during the football game.
Sure.
And
Makes
I
sense.
did.
Yeah.
And we played it. And I swear, I looked around the crowd, even the opposing team. I looked around the crowd, and all the kids were like, "Oh, we're about this. I know. Let's do the dance." And
you just see. I was about to say, you see like 100 kids just TikToking it out.
It was super cool. And then the band got street cred.
Yeah.
After that.
And a cease and desist letter.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, no, music is pretty much everything I do. I do like video games. I watch a lot of television and movies. Yeah, I just kind of hang out and exist.
Honestly, same. I can feel that on
sports. I love sports.
That's not nerd.
Not the place for.
We can't talk
Not
about
the place for.
No.
Fly Eagles fly. By the way,
my sister lives in Philadelphia. So
she knows what's up.
She almost went to the last home playoff game, but the Philadelphia people are way too crazy.
Yeah, they don't know how to act.
All of our Philadelphia fans.
They were doing crimes.
All both.
So before we started recording, Nick and Christian, you talked about going to a drum corps show.
Yes.
Without us, apparently.
I mean, Nick
talk
to me first. And
wasn't even invited.
What is up with that?
Well,
I was barely invited.
Wow.
That is not true. You were fully invited.
I mean, to be fair, I'm like the new kid on the block. And I think you are like was it Jason? Do you know too that I was like musically inclined?
There was nothing about meeting you that made me think that you had any rhythm whatsoever.
Wonderful.
Wow.
Honestly, fair.
No. I just.
He's mad because I didn't get him candy.
I am like livid
We're
that I don't have
starting
cookie
beef
dough
right now.
Like you should like there you didn't send it, nothing. No. I think shortly after we met you, the drum stuff came up, and that was outed as a thing that everybody knew about. So yes, I did know about it.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So to be fair, like I'm still wounded, but not really.
It's fine.
It's more envy than anything on my end.
The DCI thing.
Yeah. Like the Atlanta show is fun and all.
Wait. Y'all are going like to the show?
Yeah.
Yes.
You're not gonna do like the theater thing. You're gonna go to the show. Oh, never mind. I don't want to go to that. There's sun outside. I have no interest in that.
The theater things is like the 15th of August. I think.
Now that I'll go to.
That's later. Yeah.
That's later. But
I'll go to that.
The Atlanta show is fun, but it's like it's an all day thing.
Yeah.
It's all 24 cores that are going to be there, and
but it's indoor because it's at the Mercedes-Benz Stadium, right?
They let the sun in.
Where's it now?
I don't know.
It's at Georgia State's football stadium.
Really?
Is that Turner Fields?
Ooh.
You went with me last year.
I know,
It's
but
the
I was
same
hoping
place.
they were going to go back to
No, I think they lost the license to it.
Bro.
Is that the old Atlanta?
Because I haven't
Stadium?
been. Yes. Wait,
What?
no. What?
What's your question?
Wait, what are you doing?
Was that the old Atlanta Braves Stadium before it was converted?
I don't think so. No, it might
No.
be because it's
downtown Atlanta, right?
Hank Aaron.
Yeah, it
Hank
is.
Yeah,
Aaron's,
where the Hank Aaron did the home run and the
so-
whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't even consider that.
I didn't.
Yeah,
I don't
because they
care
didn't
about
tear down the
baseball.
old stadium; they converted
I
it.
see. I thought they teared it down.
Teared it.
We're getting dangerously close to talking about sports.
I'm sorry, it's my fault. I'm
I'm just
sorry.
really happy to be here.
Yeah. So we don't have any newsy things to talk about this episode. Maybe they'll come up naturally. But since we do have so many people here, we can just fill this entire hour talking about nerdy things. So I want to know what we have been geeking out on recently. Who wants to go first?
I'll go first.
Oh,
So,
wow.
I was ready for
Jump
that.
on.
All right.
Not me.
All right, new guy.
Yeah. I hope you help me back. So, one of my favorite of all time composers is Eric Whitacre.
Yes.
Good guy.
He's a
I actually know him.
choral composer.
Brother to Forrest Whitaker.
No,
That'd be a twist.
that would be a twist. So he been a choral composer for many years. Has written some pretty cool stuff. Not the most well liked person in the composition world because he uses a lot of gimmicks in his music.
Define a gimmick.
Like what we call cluster chords. So it's like chords CHORDS.
Yeah, we figured.
Just letting everybody. So it's but it's like, say you have we'll say we have a B flat.
Okay.
And then right on top of that you'll put a C, and then on top of that you'll put a D, and then on top of that you'll put an E.
That's rude.
And it's just like a cluster. It's just a kind of a tone cluster.
It sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's a really cool effect, but he does it a lot. So people kind of say he's a gimmicky composer.
Without ever having heard one of his pieces, I agree.
I'll give you a recommendation.
Wait,
Okay.
you haven't heard Sleep?
I have heard Sleep.
Yeah,
That was him?
Yeah.
Oh, he's okay.
What's this guy's name again? Eric Whitacre?
Eric Whitacre.
Brother
He's
of Forrest
gorgeous.
Whitacre.
Look him up. He's gorgeous. In a very not really kind of way. I don't know. It's weird. He's
See-
like if they hadn't have casted Ryan Gosling. Is it Ryan Gosling?
Yes.
It's Ryan Gosling.
In Barbie, Eric Whitacre could have
He's
done it.
Ken Hot?
Yeah, he's
That's
an
a bold
attractive
point.
fellow. He
Oh,
is an
Jason's got a
attractive
photo. Okay.
I don't think Ryan Gosling was even really Ken Hot. It was a weird casting. But
You know what?
I
For
liked
this,
it.
His eyes are
we,
kind of close together.
when we come back,
we'll come back
talk
to
about
that.
that later. We can talk about that later.
Sorry. So anyway,
Corey's going to put a photo of Whitaker on the.
if you're listening,
we
on our
always talk
podcast-
about putting photos up. They never
Yeah.
pop up.
That's what our backdrops are for now. No, if you're listening over on our podcast feeds, check us out on YouTube, youtube.com/@eatsleepnerd, where we post exclusive videos. And this week, we are posting our Barbenheimer review of the double feature reviews of both Oppenheimer and Barbie.
There you go.
Posted, I guess, actually, as of this going live, it'll actually be already live on our YouTube channel. So go check that out, youtube.com/@eatsleepnerd, and look for Barbenheimer. It'll be on there, I promise.
I was about to say, just call it what it is. It's Barbenheimer.
It's Barbenheimer.
What was the other one? Oppen Arby?
Oppenarby.
Up in
Yeah.
RB.
that-
Yeah, I don't like that one as much.
Phil,
No.
right?
Yeah, that's a mouthful.
Sounds extra German.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oppenarby.
So back to me.
Yeah, Eric
Yeah.
Whitacre.
Oh yeah,
Back to
back
me.
to you.
There's a piece that he wrote a couple years ago. It's a Johnny Cash piece. It's a Johnny Cash song called "Hurt."
Yes.
I will make you hurt. That one. But he did a choral version of it with
Technically,
a lot
it's
of
a
those
Nine Inch
gimmicky
Nails
things
song.
in it. Yes.
But
But the version of it that Eric Whitacre did is like hauntingly incredible.
Okay.
It's so
I mean, the Johnny Cash was.
well,
Johnny
yeah.
Cash one was too.
It was but it's kind of poppy, right? Like there was little like there was a beat to it. There's a rhythm to it. Whereas this one is like absent of pulse, and it's
Okay,
just
so it's
just
more like an eerie,
Yeah.
kind of a creeping.
there's just like
thing.
this zhuzh that lives
Zhuzh.
underneath
a
it.
zhuzh.
That the piece just kind of rests on, and it just kind of floats through. It's so good. It's so good, y'all. I go listen to Eric Whitacre's "Hurt." Things Eric Whitacre Singers, his own choir. They did a recording of it. It's on Apple Music.
I'll
Apple
put the
and
link in the
Spotify.
show notes in the description
It's-
of this video.
Woo! Shout out,
Delicious.
Eric.
Wow,
It's so good.
nice.
It's scrumptious.
Yes,
Scrum diddly emptious.
Why don't I have a sound clip for that?
delicious.
Delicious.
It's that Candy Crush guy. Oh,
I'm done. That's all.
That is it.
Wait, stop. Why did we talk about that?
Hammer time.
Were you just into
Because he
it,
was
or are
geeky.
you going to do it?
No, that's
He's
well,
nerding out. That's what
I'm-
he's nerding out.
he said he
over.
liked.
Well, I know,
he
but
nerds
I
out
wanted to
on
make sure I understood the
composers.
context of the nerddom. Is it just something that you really
He's just
enjoyed,
really
or
excited
are you
about it.
wanting your people
This is
to
a
do it?
current
I listen
event.
to it at least twice a day,
Oh,
Mm.
Oh wow.
at least.
Okay.
In my spare 14 minutes.
So it's kind of a sleeper hit.
100%. 100%.
I got it, Jason.
Thanks.
Oh,
He said it was a sleeper hit. Sleeper hit.
Ah,
'Cause
oh,
Whitacre
Dad
also
jokes,
wrote.
got it. Okay.
Yes.
That's kind of what I do on this thing. I listen a lot and I throw an occasional dad joke out there, and that's kind of where it ends.
We like that.
well, since Jason's talking, Jason.
Yeah.
How's Nebraska?
Nerd, please.
So I hate you, Josh. No. So I finally watched Superman and Lois,
Nice.
Ooh.
and
It's not like
I
you've
also
been recommended it for like a year.
I that's hence the finally word. And then I also watched My Adventures of Superman,
Ooh, okay.
Mm.
which
That's
is
the new one, right?
The
It's,
animated
yeah,
one?
it's the new cartoon kind of anime style.
Yeah.
Where Boimler
Um,
does the voice of Superman.
What?
Yes, Dennis Quaid,
Randy
no,
Quaid.
Randy.
No.
Randy Quaid,
Who's the young
Quaid.
Quaid? Jack Quaid.
Jack.
Jack Quaid. Yes,
Yeah.
one of the
Who
Quaids.
was also
From The Boys.
Feynman
From the boys.
in Oppenheimer.
Yes.
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 Yes. So if you don't know the premise of Superman and Lois, basically Superman and Lois, they're married, they got 2 teenage kids, they're 15, they're about to go into high school.
They're
They decide to
terrible.
move from Metropolis back to Smallville, and then for some reason it does the CW thing of integrating comic book problems along with soap opera relationships. Still pretty good though.
Okay.
So yeah,
Where can you watch it?
on the
Max.
on Max. Yes,
It's
Max.
where it's at.
I also think you can watch it on. I think season 3 is on Hulu. I only could make it to season 2 on HBO
Really?
on
Oh,
Max.
that'd
Yeah, Max doesn't have it until it's all the way. They do the whole
Right.
season.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas
Whereas Hulu is day after broadcast.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yes.
Or you
Yeah.
can also just watch it on
See very
cable,
well.
day of,
No.
whatever. Okay.
Streaming all the way.
We're not boomers, Corey.
What if you have streaming cable?
Which is, I guess, technically what I have.
Mm-hmm.
So, Jason, have you recovered from your show?
no,
Okay. Cool.
I'm
And
still depressed. And
Oh
you're right.
no.
No,
Sometimes he
what
still
is it?
slips
From-
into one of the 4 people.
Hang on. There's actually a quote that I want to use
Oh.
that to answer your question.
Oh God.
And I just was sent this the other day.
Okay.
Um,
Am I going to bleep this?
no.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Good.
Just
Again,
bleep the whole
I'm
thing.
going to use the same quote. To quote Hamlet, Act 3, Scene 3, line 92.
Okay.
Oddly
No.
Specific.
Oh. Okay.
That's a good one.
Wow.
That's a good one.
I was
They
They
like,
actually sell
expecting
stickers for
something
that.
insightful.
I've never put anything on my vehicle before. That sticker is going in my vehicle.
Nice.
All right.
I love how
Good.
quiet we were. We were like,
Yeah, no, we
go
were
We were
on.
so into it.
Yeah.
I was ready for like some profound piece of something.
That's the build up. That's the kind of humor that I just adore.
Jason.
And
Let's
it's
see
why
what else.
we adore
So,
you.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm really nice to Jason. I don't know why he's a dick to me. But
I don't think
right.
we can say
Yeah.
that, but okay.
sorry, I don't know why he's a to me.
Yeah, people in Idaho are
Ruffin.
around the edge.
Yeah.
And then we finally broke down and then the play that I was in, Julius Caesar, the theater that I worked with, they do a teen program, and the teen program did their performance of Julius Caesar this past weekend. So we actually did strike for the set this weekend instead of last weekend. So we got to hang out one more time with the cast, and
Nice.
that actually extends the depression a little more because you get to rip the Band-Aid off. I'm like, oh, we got to say goodbye again.
It's like hanging out with your ex. Yeah.
Oh.
I was gonna say
Which we don't recommend
not
ever.
that. I was gonna say like post-con depression.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? When it's like, oh, you're
Post-core
taking
depression.
Yeah, it's actually a lot
Yeah.
like that. When after the expo, the Huntsville Expo, I had never been to an expo before. I had bad depression after that one.
Oh, well.
Oh.
Yeah, like
well, because you're there and you're just like vibing with
You're-
everybody that likes
Right.
the same weird
Yeah.
stuff you do, and like we're all dressed as people that really don't exist, you know? And then like
Jeez,
you go
this is
home
getting
and you're
sad.
like, I can't, and you're like, I can't wear that to my day job, or I can't,
You
you
could
know.
try.
Well, I work remotely, so I can.
I probably,
mean,
honestly,
I don't think it on camera.
my job, I love my boss so much. I probably could. He would totally be down.
Oh. If you do that, you should let us know.
I will.
Yes.
Well, I'll
Yeah.
do like a
Take
vlog.
pictures.
We'll make it a
of
segment.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Just
She
me
worked
in
a whole day
places.
in costume.
When I was in Makima, because I had those crazy contacts in, it could have been a segment. It was like one of those weird talk show segment things where they go out into the wild. People like at red lights were staring profusely at me, and I was just like, "Hey." And just
Hello.
driving
This
away.
is not weird.
Can we make that a mini series? Just going around town, doing random nerdy stuff, like to unsuspecting people.
Just like LARP in front of Kung
Yeah,
Fu Tea or
depends on where you
something.
I honestly would be afraid somebody would get hurt.
Yeah.
In this,
gotta-
you know.
As I was
Just-
saying it, that,
Yeah.
I mean, maybe if we
Probably not.
went in a group of 10, maybe it'd probably be all right.
We have to go in force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, let's just go around the table at this point. So, Christian.
This is a round robin that you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Corey's definition of round robin is random.
Wow. But for me, last week I did some photography. Went back to old Florence, Alabama.
A bit of photography.
Photography.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that you
Sorry.
did. I mean, I don't know you, but that's cool. You do photography.
Yeah. I've been doing photos.
I don't
for the
know
last
you or
6
nothing,
years.
but
Who are you?
I am Hulk.
Why is that the first name that came to mind?
I don't know. I saw the.
He was doing a usual suspects. And,
I love lamp. But yeah,
noises.
did some graduation photos. I actually got done doing a wedding or editing a wedding the other day. I mainly do portraits and weddings.
second half of that paycheck's coming your way, huh?
Woo!
There it is.
And actually talking to some more people about doing weddings in October.
Nice.
That's a good time
Yeah.
for weddings.
My
I'll come help
wedding-
you with those
my
weddings.
wedding was in
I will not
October.
help you in a
Nice.
July
I
wedding.
had a black dress.
Ooh.
Ooh.
It was.
Tell us more about that.
It was so well. It was this past October, and I had a black dress. And listen, like I'm in my 30s. Okay, I'm not gonna go spend like $1,000 off of, like on a
Yeah.
gown.
Your love,
Adult things.
David's bri-
So, no, listen, David's Bridal, rant for a moment. David's Bridal wanted to charge me $100 just to reserve an appointment.
Rude.
I know, shame. And
Where are
then,
these people
and then
We have a live studio audience, haven't we?
clapping and
I borrowed them from
Yeah, my
Fresh
mom's
Prince.
right there. She came just for this.
gasping?
No, but they wanted to charge me $100 just to try on dresses, and then only if I picked a dress would that $100 go towards the dress.
Just to come in
And
and
you
try
could-
something on.
And you could only bring 2 people with you, and my nieces
Oh.
were like my mate, like in my like bridal party.
Yeah.
You guys can really tell how much I know about this stuff. But no, so I just ordered my dress off Amazon,
Nice.
$80.
There it is.
Absolutely love it. I'm gonna do like for my 1 year like anniversary, I'm gonna do like a cool goth shoot for it.
Cool.
Love that.
But yeah, no. So I
It's your guy taking pictures.
yes, literally for
He's the one.
sure. We'll
Actually,
get in
yeah, I was
contact.
contacted. These people wanted a Harry Potter themed wedding.
What?
It was going to be in this venue that was like within the woods. And I was like, oh, that's perfect. Didn't hear from them.
Mine was
Oh.
Southern Gothic.
Nice.
Yeah, so it
What
was
is
like,
Southern Gothic?
So Southern Gothic.
That's the name of my
is-
new rock band. Is what it is.
Do you
Christian rock band.
do you know like oh my gosh, what is the show's name?
True Blood.
Sookie. Yes.
Why
The
did he know
opening-
that?
Because,
That was so
because
fast.
literally literally the opening is like the encompass of Southern Gothic. So it's
Yeah,
like
I can see
you've
that.
No,
got
that
the-
felt right. That's why I
you've-
said it. Yeah, it was just
you've
like,
got like the Southern lace style, but it's like dark. Do you know what I mean? And like I had
Yes.
some skulls on the table.
Nice.
And,
What a
like
great
some
show.
mismatched brass.
never saw Anna Paquin
things.
again.
She's been in
The
stuff.
book series is way better than the show.
Well, I heard she went rogue.
Ah!
Ah!
Get out.
She was there.
You're fired.
Oh yeah, Josh, what's that you?
What in the audience?
Wasn't it you that we watched True Blood a lot, and then we were playing it at 2 times speed, and the theme song was so much better?
Dude, yes. Okay, so factoid from 15 years ago. If you play the True Blood theme song on double speed, slaps.
It's so much
It's
better.
amazing.
Hold on, copyright claim.
Yeah, don't.
Copyright.
Yeah.
I just wanna make sure
Well,
I
no,
have
it was
Yeah,
on the
just say it.
PlayStation, so I guess technically it was 1.5 speed.
1.5 speed. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Because it was I don't know, what was it called? It was the True
Oh.
Blood thing.
It is. Hold on, I have it on my phone.
Something about bad things to you.
Yes.
Bad things.
I want to do bad things.
Oh, yeah,
to
bad
you.
things.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Think smarter now.
Yeah, Jace Everett.
Yes.
Yeah, you play that
Amazing artist.
at like 150% speed. Perfect song. They just didn't know that it was supposed to be faster than that.
Yeah, I probably would have been way more interested.
I like the way it is too, though. Like,
I mean, yeah, it has a totally different vibe.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay.
But for example, my new rock band, Southern Gothic, will play it at 1.5 speed.
Makes sense. I'm with
So
But speaking of music, to end my nerding out, of course it's summertime, so I've been into yacht rock a lot lately.
he does this every year.
Every year. It happens.
That rock's
On
so
Sirius
good.
XM, and I guess my subscription that I have, they put it on the radio, and that's what my radio is on for the whole summer.
Mhm.
It's amazing.
Say yacht rock.
Yacht
Yacht
rock.
rock.
Can I get a definition?
Yeah,
of
please.
yacht
Bro.
rock?
Yacht rock is music that you can play on a yacht.
F
No,
you,
really,
Kenny
that's
Loggins.
So
100%.
that comes down to like I think it's 70s and 80s soft rock.
Pretty much.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
No.
It's a lot of Billy Joel.
Okay.
Ooh,
What?
okay.
Kind of.
You know, actually, maybe I was thinking more like Neil Young,
Yeah, there's actually
Loggins and Messina,
Okay.
Elton
Yeah.
John,
Uh,
that kind of
Hall
stuff.
and Oates,
Elton John is not. Not.
Yeah, I think you're
Somehow.
right.
Wham.
Doobie Brothers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously,
Doobie Brothers.
Wham.
Yeah,
Hall and
Are
George-
you
Oates,
looking up the list?
Michael McDonald.
Michael McDonald, 100%.
Yeah, there's one
Player,
song.
Boz Skaggs,
Yeah, Boz Skaggs. Yes.
Foreigner.
There's one song that I've been really like, kind of like Nick. I've been just really playing over and over again. It's only like how long is it? It's like 3 minutes long,
Copyright.
but it's called "We Just Disagree" by Dave Mason.
Yep.
Yeah,
I
amazing
know that
song.
one.
I don't know why.
There ain't no good guys. There ain't no bad guys. It's just you and me, and we just disagree. That one.
Yeah.
Wow, that's like every fandom ever to ever exist.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe
Right.
we all need to just like lay in a calming circle and listen to that song.
But what we need
Yes.
to do is rent a
So-
boat and go out on the lake
Yes.
all together and
Yes.
just yacht rock. And
I
Yeah.
think all we can
That'd be
afford though is
so
like a
fun.
paddle boat. Is that okay?
That's fine.
I feel like if we all go in, we could pontoon.
Maybe. Well, I was thinking
Yeah.
more like a kayak. Yeah, we could do paddle. Yeah, paddle.
We could pontoon.
call it-
Listen, I've done the kayak thing. No.
Right. Oh, I love kayaking.
It's all in the shoulders.
It is on the
Yeah.
shoulders. Like
Everything's in the shoulders.
If we
everything's
go to
in the
Miami-
It's
shoulders.
all in the hips.
I know a yacht
It's all
guy.
in the hips.
Oh yeah.
Miami's expensive. Have you ever been to Miami?
Yes. That's why I know a yacht
Boy,
guy.
how
Oh, wow.
Before he went to Miami, he did not know a yacht guy.
Boy, howdy.
So
This is expensive.
there is on YouTube. There is a parody like infomercial called. I think it's just called Yacht Rock, and they have people playing these musicians like Kenny Loggins and all this other stuff. It started out as I think like a 5-minute just fake infomercial, and it took off into a series. So it's like Yacht Rock 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. They actually at some point had Drew Carey on it. Like it got enough attention to where other comedians were becoming part of it. Really funny. Highly recommend it.
Okay.
Yeah, there's
Link
also
in the show notes.
there's also a
Link
cover
in the show
band
notes.
out there called Yacht Rock Review.
Oh, wow.
They tour around. They're amazing live. It's weird because they have a bunch of singers in the band that make it sound like each individual like artist on stage. It's really cool to see. They have an album out they just put out recently. It's called Dads and Skinny Jeans.
Yes. Like
Yeah.
I'm here for Hoochie Short Summer or whatever it is.
Oh,
That's
Hoochie Daddy Short?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The old Bugle Boys.
I'm learning so many things today.
But yeah, you should check them out. Yacht Rock Review. If you're anywhere near you, go check it out.
Just I'm having a hard time with this not seeing Corey. For every
Do you miss him? Do you need to see
I
him?
I see your hand. Thank you. So I can't see my buddy. He's just not there.
That's because
No,
I
the way
know.
because we had to get so many
It's
people
Been
on.
supplanted.
It was
Yes,
my
because
fault.
we had to get so many people at the desk. He doesn't fit in the normal camera frame that I get to see everybody
He
in
has his
when we
own
do these.
camera. Don't make it sound like he's all.
Well, no.
Yeah,
I mean,
his own
you all will get to see him after he
Which
puts
in turn,
everything together
I think
in post.
Corey did it on purpose to get it
But
on camera.
it's hard.
yeah,
It's just
Yeah,
it's a
'cause you said
difficult
he looked like
thing.
Brad Pitt
And
earlier.
he
yeah.
did.
Yeah, let's bring that back.
That was my
we're-
fault.
Now that we're on camera, let's bring that back.
Well, it was
What
the
happened?
Property
What happened?
Brothers, right?
Christian said I looked like Brad Pitt, so
In certain lights.
Okay, let's start at the very beginning.
hey,
Let's
that's
start
cool.
at the very beginning because you
Like
walked
a
in.
closet light.
You walked in. You walked into the room.
Yeah.
And you were focused. I'll say. I think you were focused.
Yes.
I looked mad.
I was like, what happened?
Like
Are you
RBF
okay?
was in full swing.
Oh, 1,000,000%. I was like, are you okay? And he said, it's just my face. And I said, oh, well, I think, wait. Then someone said something about you being adorable.
I did.
Yeah, you said, I was like, you're not ugly.
Because
Like, you're not an
for
ugly person,
for
and
a
you're like,
moment
"These
when
are
you
adorable."
said that, like I saw his world begin to shatter, and I was like, no, you're fine.
Like it wasn't. I'm not saying you're ugly. Like you're not ugly. You are you. You've always looked like you.
You got a
So-
mean 5 o'clock shadow. It's like a 7 o'clock.
So are you saying he has resting pit face?
Yes,
Yes.
yes,
Oh, Pitt. I got you.
yes.
Brad Pitt.
Oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh.
Brad Pitt.
Sorry.
Zing.
Hold on.
Brad Pitt.
Bazinga.
Hold on.
Yes.
Do not have a
Do I have a what?
boom.
I'm sure I do somewhere.
But yes, and then Christian said I looked like Brad Pitt.
In
No,
7
no,
o'clock.
no. We
Oh,
went
oh.
Not
Property
exactly
Brothers
what was said.
It's
at
true.
first.
So
look like
I've
the
been told I
Property
look like the
Brothers.
Property Brothers. I don't
No,
know.
not at all.
I don't
No.
think so. No,
No.
that's not true.
The fakest news ever.
So leave a comment and say who Corey looks like.
Yeah, who does Corey look like?
The meaner, the better.
Actually, who
That's
are
not-
our celebrity lookalikes? Because you found one for me. I have never been told that I look like anyone ever.
Yeah, Ava Green.
Yeah.
It's definitely in
Eva.
the eyes.
Eva.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a long E.
Whatever.
Eva Green.
Whatever.
And I felt totally honored because she is absolutely beautiful.
I used to rock a goatee all the time, so people used to call me Denzel. So I was
Don't you
like,
actively
Denzel.
have a goatee right
Ooh.
now?
But see, I can actually see you looking like Denzel a little
Exactly.
bit,
Yeah.
Yep.
Mhm.
especially
take
back
that.
in the day.
I'll take that forever.
Yeah.
I don't care about anybody else.
I don't know. I don't think I look like anybody.
Samuel L.
That is not true.
It is.
No,
Hold on.
you favor a bit.
That's not true. It is not true. I do not look like Samuel.
Oh God!
You do.
Now I'm just scared.
You do.
Oh,
Put
no,
your eyeglasses back on.
Someone
Okay,
actually
we're
just
good.
did come to mind, but I don't know who he is.
I don't know. There's that one meme of the it's that there's a teacher at a chalkboard, and he had a textbook in his hand. He was writing on a chalkboard. They said
You
it
were
looks like
describing
me.
every teacher pre 2000.
No, there's a meme of a teacher who looks
Indiana Jones.
What?
What's the meme?
What?
What's-
I'll look it up. Continue.
Okay.
Meme in the show notes.
So this all came up because Jason was sad he couldn't see me. Was there
Yes.
like going somewhere?
Or were you just sad? Or
Were you
you
just-
Oh, I was just sad. I was just
Disoriented.
bemoaning the situation.
That's
okay.
valid.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
Well, it was right next to the rim shot.
Oh, there
where I
it
found
is.
Ooh, that's
I like the rim shot. That's a good one.
Yeah.
That base hits.
Yeah, I don't know who that is.
Wait, let
No,
me
it's just a meme.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
because it's literally just labeled black male teacher.
Oh, it's a
you're
stock
looking
photo.
like a meme?
It is
Yeah, I
a
think it
meme.
was. I think it was like an
Yeah.
iStock photo.
100%. Yeah. That's all.
So let's actually just bring it back around to me for a second, since Jason brought up the fact that he can't see me.
He does that a lot.
So the
Wow.
reason, so I had a little bit of a moment this week when I realized we were going to have 5 people in studio, because up until about 3 days ago, we were maxed out at 4 because we only had a 4-channel input interface with our mics. So I had a little bit of a freak out. I was like, how the crap am I going to do this? So 2 days shipped a new 8-channel interface for our mics, an 8-channel interface for our headphones. And then I was like, wait, we don't all fit in frame. So here I am in a box. But anyway, I've been geeking out on hooking up some new equipment, which we had to figure out how to make it work like 4 different times. I'm not sure what that was about. I had to push a lot of buttons.
And turn the volume up.
And
It's always the volume.
Turns out that helps a lot.
I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
Josh sabotaged me.
I pushed one button. It was labeled power.
Sabotage.
So, was it on
Sabotage.
already?
No.
Okay.
I don't know.
Did
It
the
was
right
working
thing?
before we left, then we came back and it wasn't working. I don't.
You're the one who's unplugging stuff and rearranging things.
There was a lot of
and-
stress in the studio when I got here.
yeah,
There was,
Welcome
there
to
was a
every
dog, though.
recording, Brittany.
Yeah,
There was
every
a dog though, and I was like,
little Dan.
so
Danny.
Young Daniel.
Yes.
You like him.
Danielson.
young Daniel.
Young Daniel.
Young
Had Danny a
Daniel,
long
shut up.
time.
He's,
Mm.
he's,
He's so
he's an
cute.
older little boy. But also this week, just finished up band camp.
Woo!
That one time.
The 18th time.
18th. 18th band camp.
Guys, I love drums so much, but oh my god.
Yeah, man, they're banging.
Outdoor band? Who invented outdoor bands?
John Philip Sousa.
It is so hot. Is that actually? Well, I guess that is true.
But you know what's
Maybe some,
crazy
like,
is
cops.
like we
He
used
definitely
to
made it
live for
popular.
that.
Do what?
We used to live for that.
I know when I was young, and I did not.
No,
mind the heat.
same. Like I'm so glad that my niece's band is not doing band camp this year
Mhm.
because I would conveniently be on vacation. So
Every show.
Yeah.
Oh no, I'm in the Maldives.
Yeah,
I'll FaceTime you.
I've gotten to the point where I've stopped talking about drum corps so much to non-drum corps people. But
Are you wearing your deltas?
I am.
Prove it.
What are your deltas? What are
Flashes.
deltas?
Oh, let's
See your
indoctrinate
cred.
Jason into what this means.
Wait, pause. In Atlanta,
Yes.
do you know about the Spirit? They're doing an alumni corps thing.
I do that.
Do we have to stay for that?
We don't. They'll probably do that during an intermission or
No, it's
something.
at the very end.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's right before scores.
I have
Yeah.
friends
Bet.
that march.
Okay. Okay, good. Sorry, go ahead.
So all of us here know about drum corps except for Jason. So Jason, you know the core concept. The core concept.
Core concept.
Oh,
Martin.
I get it.
Aha.
Core concept T-shirt coming soon to the store.
Okay, wait. I have dropped, I don't know, 4 or 5 of these gems today, and at no point have you said T-shirt. I'm just going to say I'm kind of hurt.
Jason's
Proceed.
not getting enough attention.
That's
He's
very
not.
rude.
So
No,
real
it's
quick-
fine. Go
real
ahead.
quick synopsis of what drum corps is. It is basically the marching major league or the major leagues of marching band. It's the professional marching band. We all here. I actually taught drum corps for a few seasons, but Christian actually marched drum corps for
3.
3 years.
Yes.
Spirit of was it Atlanta or was it still JSU then?
So we went through 2 different names.
Okay.
At the time, it was Spirit of JSU during 2007, and then we
Jacksonville
changed
State
it.
University.
Yes, Jacksonville State, not Jackson State.
That's what I said.
Just reiterating. And then 2008, 2009, we went to just Spirit Drum Corps,
All right. Okay.
and then now it's Spirit Atlanta back again. But yeah,
But yeah, so Jason was asking about your deltas. So flash those up to the camera so people can see if they have not seen them.
I guess I don't know if you.
I can kind of see it. from
So
mine.
those are the, what do you call them? Just medallions? They're essentially dog tags.
Yeah, basically pendant. You
Yeah.
get one every year that you march.
Okay.
We did have a very caring color guard mom make us one out of a symbol. That's how they used to do it back in the day. They would take one of the symbols for like the pit or something like that and cut them and give everybody a necklace. I'm not sure. I'm not really positive on the actual story, but what someone told me is where the Delta came from. When we were back in Atlanta, when it first started, Delta Airlines sponsored the Corps at one
That
point.
makes sense.
That's
So
cool.
Deltas. And it's always funny to hear you guys talk about Star Trek and MB Delta insignia that they
Mhm.
have. I was like, oh, I got one. Because the running joke had been for forever is that, oh man, are you a Trekkie? You're a Star Trek fan?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
no,
I've
I am
witnessed
not.
people say that to you, like in Walmart.
Yeah,
Like, oh, Star Trek. You're like, no, bro.
no, totally. Wait. But Jason, the big thing is for a lot of people, it like when you join the Corps, right?
I was going to say, explain what that process is like so that people understand.
It is a rigorous process.
Rigorous. So in November is the first tryout.
Okay.
Thousands of people flock into different areas to audition.
How many cores are there? Like the
Couple
world
dozen,
class.
right?
And
World class?
I think there's
Yeah.
18 right now.
Mhm.
Because there's been a few that's folded.
Yeah.
SCV this year took the year off.
hmm
So I say that to say that there are very, very limited spots. Like they only
Very
get
limited,
The
yes.
best
So
of
it's
the best.
175 people in
Each one.
the whole court, and that's not
Okay.
including like staff and other members that will play a role throughout the summer.
Okay.
But on the field, yeah, maxed out at 175.
175. So, but the thing is that you will audition in November, one weekend, and then you might get some kind of consultation in that weekend of November and come back December. And then
Callbacks.
you'll get a call back for December, and that's where the real audition is. And so you're
All
really
right.
fighting for a spot because they usually try to get some like their main people by January. even though there's 5 more months until the summer. But some people like to put on drill around like the March, April camps. But it's also kind of a different experience because most of the drumline is gone doing WGI.
Yeah, so we have 2 big competitive circuits that kind of overlap. So when the drum corps season has like their off-season camps leading up into the actual season in the summer, WGI, which is the indoor circuits for color guards and drum lines, they actually have their
Winter
shows.
Guard International.
Yes, they'll have their shows on the weekends in January through April. And so when the drum corps are having their monthly rehearsals, all the percussion will be gone doing competitive things for indoor. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And the real kicker is that you pay to do this.
Yeah. So this is a professional
Right.
thing, but you don't make money doing it.
Yeah.
You lose money.
doing it.
From when I started, it's probably doubled or even tripled in
Probably
price.
tripled.
Maybe
Oh, gosh.
because, inflation and gas prices and whatnot. Because the main vehicles that are on the road are 4 different, maybe even 5 different tour buses.
Mhm.
An equipment truck,
Yeah,
which is like an
multiple
18-wheeler
18-wheelers, yeah.
that is converted into like cubbies so you can hide all your equipment.
Usually a food truck or 2.
A food truck that is converted
Yes.
into a kitchen, and maybe like 2 or 3 different like passenger vans
Yeah.
to
for all
go to and fro from the store or bringing people to an ER in case something happens.
they have ambulances for that.
Yeah, that costs money.
Ambulance, yeah.
That costs money.
Bruh.
And lastly, probably a what's it called? Oh, your sous vide truck.
Yes.
Souvenir truck.
So that is a big old convoy of stuff that needs to go down the road, and that costs money.
I
Yeah.
used to drop
Okay.
so much on Blue Devils merch.
Yes.
Yeah.
And like I said, like the real kicker is that during tour, you're going all the way around America. That's probably why I've seen or I've been
Most
in
of America.
40 states now.
So for you have move-ins, which is essentially what happens. Is it still in late May or is it June now?
Yeah, usually they start like mid-May.
Yeah, so like they actually move in and like they actually live with each other and rehearse 24/7 basically for I think about a month before they actually start performing.
Mhm.
So like they're rehearsing every single day for
Wow.
a month straight.
That's pretty
li-
intense.
living on gym floor mattresses and
It is extremely intense.
Yeah.
I auditioned for drum corps when I was in college.
Nice. For who?
Magic City, Nashville.
Magic.
Or
No,
Music City?
Music
Music
City.
City.
Yes.
Yeah, I was like Magic for Orlando.
No,
That's
no. Music. No. But I auditioned and I made it. But at the time, I did not have the funds.
That was my
Oh.
fault.
I
too.
was a poor college student. But they were super nice about it. And they were like, you could come back the next year. But that's when my carpal tunnel started setting in. And as
yeah.
a drummer, that is literally our worst nightmare.
Yep.
But no, we used to have a drum corps that would come to my high school and they would stay the night and rehearse before they went
Yes.
up to Sevierville to perform.
Oh, yeah. I've been to the Sevierville show.
Yes, we used to go every single year and it is intense.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think people realize how intense.
How much
DCI
weight did you
really
lose
is.
every year?
Oh, yeah. That's another thing.
Everyone
So-
looked like a Greek god. They were
Yeah, by the time they
tan
got
and
done.
Yeah.
toned. It was ridiculous.
So with like all days, you're working 24/7, like Corey said, from maybe 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. And you're carrying on these instruments, running around the field, doing drill, working out. Like we had a rigorous like stretch program and like workout program before we even did rehearsal, just so we'd be in shape enough to do these shows.
Did you guys have athletic trainers?
Yes.
Yes, yeah.
My first year, our athletic trainer was a Navy SEAL.
God.
Oh my god,
Oh.
that's terrifying.
So yeah,
Okay.
that was awful.
That's when I would have quit right there.
Yeah.
Well,
I think it's important to say too that like when you said that y'all are running around the, like
it's literally right.
very literally run. I mean, you need air to play these instruments. It's all brass. There's no woodwinds at all. But
As it should be.
Although they started relaxing that a little bit.
a little, yeah.
A little bit.
But like I mean, you have to have air to play the instruments, but you also have to have air to fuel your muscles that
Yes.
Yes.
you're using for these 12 to 15-minute shows.
Mhm.
You know, and it is. ESPN did a thing.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Special where
Oh,
they
yes.
connected a EKG monitor or whatever
Mhm.
to a quad player, and they said, "Is marching band athletic?" Because like,
Of course,
what are
they
we
put it
doing?
on a
What are we
quad player.
Wow. And so his heart rate was like normal before the show started, and then like as things were starting to get going, his heart rate like increased dramatically, and it like stayed up there, like an athlete would, as you're playing football, you're playing basketball, whatever. It was like at athletic levels of exertion. So
well,
like,
literally, that adrenaline is what's getting you through it,
100%.
through the
So
performance.
if I may interrupt with the question, what is a quad player?
Oh, sorry.
4 small drums in front of the body.
Okay.
Something
I
that you wanted to
know
play, but
exactly what you're talking about.
short.
Okay.
That thing's heavy too.
It's all in
Yeah.
the shoulders.
Yeah, they said
It's like
that
you're carrying
they-
around your own like buffet in front of you.
Yeah,
pretty much.
buffet.
Sure,
Yeah.
that's a good
Right.
way to
That'd be
put
nice
it.
to be a buffet.
Honestly, I would have waddled across the field if they had a buffet on my quads. But
I mean, seriously though, like one of those setups, probably what, 50, 60 pounds easy?
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Like it's not,
tenor drums. Yeah.
It's not
really,
light.
It
Yeah.
really, and it really depends on who makes your equipment too.
That-
Because I know that
yeah.
some the snares that we used in my high school were pearl,
I
but
love
they were
pearl.
like old.
Oh.
So they were literally about 45 pounds, 50
Yeah.
pounds.
Oof.
Hewn from a single log.
Literally, they just like cut it and set it on there, and like there you go. But
From rich mahogany.
Yeah. I think they matched his heart rate to a Olympic sprinter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was,
Wow.
yeah, it was
Wild.
nuts.
Okay.
Yeah, but
that's why when people say like band's not a sport, I'm like, and then I show them like DCI and college bands. I'm like, now say that.
yeah, like from I remember my first year from mid-May, it was like I always left for camp or move-ins around my mother's birthday, which is really sad. But I went all the way to mid-August, and every year I lost around like 60 to 65 pounds in 3 months.
Well, I did like some of the camps, and even with just like because I was doing cymbals.
Yeah.
I was literally like, welcome to the gun show. Like I was getting fit.
Yeah.
It was excruciating, but I was getting like just
Yeah.
the camp. So I couldn't imagine the end of the season. Like I had friends that did it and they would come back to next semester and I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
oh my God.
Completely different.
Especially for me, because I played contrabass, which is, I'm sure some of you are familiar with a sousaphone. A contrabass, you can take all that metal and just put it on your shoulder. You're not wearing the instrument, you just have it on your shoulder.
It's all in the shoulders.
And you can't, like a sousaphone you wear.
Yeah.
A contra you can hold it in front of you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
And
what my
it's
niece
like-
plays.
It's like what, 4 foot tall?
Yeah.
So 4.5
Like
feet
most
tall?
like
Wow.
Yamahas range around like 19 to 24 pounds. We had canstall horns, which those contras weigh anywhere from like maybe like 30 to 40 pounds. And then you have like I think Jupiter quantums.
Yeah.
They made those were so heavy.
Mm.
I never marched one of those, but
Jupiter horns are so good, dude.
bless y'all for doing that.
Jupiter horns are
I
so
So,
tried on
I
the
just-
phone one time.
I just want to say that, you know, you guys talking all this band stuff. I am not ignorant of music and instrumentation. I would say, an expert level kazoo player. So
Okay.
I love that.
Wow,
I mean,
okay.
so
That's good.
if
You
if you
can
need
join the
somebody
band.
to,
There's a spot
Southern
for you in
Gothic.
Southern Gothic, yes.
Yeah.
So after move-ins, the
Mhm.
month-long rehearsal, I'm just going to wrap this up.
Okay.
You go on tour.
Yes.
So it's a pretty much countrywide tour for each corps. How many shows per summer for the world-class groups? Like 30, 40?
I never really know.
It's
like
like a
it's-
rock
it's-
star tour.
Yeah.
It's like a
Yeah.
legitimate tour.
You're hitting a few cities.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and I've never really counted. Maybe like 20 to 30.
Yeah.
It fills up essentially a month and a half because while still doing all-day rehearsals, you start doing shows in like late June, I think.
Yeah.
And
My first year, it was like mid-June. We had our first show, but then like as the years went on, that got pushed back a little bit farther.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was one last thing I'll say
Go for it.
is the travel is beyond sleeping on the ground. So we will leave one show to go to another show, and that other show may be 2 states away.
But it's
So-
the next day.
Okay.
No, that's what I'm saying
Yeah.
though. Like a lot of people don't realize you're literally like it's like when you think of a music artist on tour.
Yeah.
You're going to bed in one place, waking up in another. You're doing rehearsal, and then
Yep.
it's time to perform, pack up, load up, eat real quick, and then get
Wanna-
go.
Yeah, one of my friends marched the cadets 2015 16, back when they were dealing with some behind the scenes drama, which we found out later. But they went a week and a half just sleeping on the bus, never touching the gym floor. Yeah, it was like borderline abuse. So
we did have that one time. I remember. We got to a place after being on the bus for like 12 hours, and we were setting all stuff up in the gym, and all the staff were just like, "All right, everybody outside. We need the scaffolding crew to set the scaffolding. Someone paint the field." And we're like, "We just got here. Don't we get floor time?" No, we had a show that day, so we had to go rehearse.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Oh, okay, well, all right.
I feel like we should just
you
do
paid
like
for
a
that.
full band
Yeah.
cast.
So I kind of wanted to, but this is kind of what it's turning into. But no, we'll do a proper
Because I would love
Drum
to dive
corps
into like
music
drum
breakdown show.
line.
Yeah, I would love to as well.
Yeah.
Last thing,
yes.
and I want to shut up on this. So it the whole point of it is for there to be crowned a grand national champion. Right?
World, yeah.
Yeah.
World champion, sorry.
Is it World Championships?
World
I think it
champion
is World champion, yeah. That happens in Indianapolis every year. It's happened there for forever.
since 2009.
Yeah, 2009. Used to be in Wisconsin,
Basically forever.
right?
It was everywhere. They moved it
Okay.
every year.
Okay, but it's in the Indianapolis Colts Stadium, Lucas Oil Field, up there. I mean, it regularly sells out like in
Regularly.
April.
Yeah.
Like people go to theaters to watch this.
yeah.
Used to be on ESPN.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and then ESPN.
And then
Drop the ball.
Music right is
Blue Devils. Yeah, music rights were expensive. Blue Devils have the most. They were like 17 or something.
Yeah,
championships.
Drum Corps International has been around quite a while, like 50 years.
50 years.
Competitively,
Last
50 years.
Yeah.
I think so. Yeah.
They just
Blue
did
Devils
50.
have 20 of those championships.
Which if you just listen to their drum line, geeking
Yeah.
out for a minute, if you just listen to their drum line,
Crowns is better.
But then, like, the second place is at least 8 or 9 championships away from Blue Devils,
yeah.
which is ridiculous. But they're really good. They have really good staff, and they have really good kids that come there. And,
They have a really
yeah.
I feel like
They
they
get-
just have a really good formula.
Yeah, the best of the best. They know that they're the best, so the best of the best go and audition there.
Yeah, like
And
everyone.
they get to pick and choose from the best high school and college players in the world.
Yeah, and if you didn't make Blue Devils, then you just went to the next one and the next one and the next
Mhm.
one. That's kind of how it was
Hmm.
back when.
I'm still a Blue Coats fanboy.
The best of the best
Their
of
show
the
last
best.
year
I
was
Sir.
so
enjoy.
good.
Yes.
Let's
Their
go
show last year was
Men in Black.
Yes, thank you, Jason.
No problem.
So yeah, if you wanted to know more about drum corps, I'm sure we'll have a big, just full length episode just talking drum corps. I actually want to do a full length episode talking about WGI as well.
Yeah,
Oh my
we can
gosh,
recap
I could
Atlanta.
go so hard down
We can
the
recap Atlanta.
WGID poll because that's what I competed in.
I'll just listen on those.
Yeah,
No, you have to sound as knowledgeable as possible.
Oh, I can totally do
We'll
that.
take it
I
to
can
you.
totally
We'll
BS
give
my
you
way through something like that.
The zoo segment where you can just like
I'll give you my flow marching.
Well, you
plug in.
in all reality, I'm actually starting saxophone lessons tomorrow.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Saxophone's a great instrument to start
oh
on.
yes.
Wait.
Great instrument to start on.
Which saxophone?
The sexy.
It is a
Oh boy,
Martin, Indiana
is it
alto sax.
Okay, good. Okay, good.
Mm.
That's a good one to start on.
Yeah.
Yes.
Get
I've
you-
never played a reed instrument before. I played brass, I played piano, but I've never played reed before. So this is gonna be
What
interesting.
brass did you play?
Trumpet and baritone.
What?
I could see baritone. Yeah.
Did I know that?
Yeah.
I played trumpet in middle school too. We loved it.
Sam.
Well, drum corps side.
So
Let's-
what about
let's-
Josh? Has Josh
Yeah,
talked about his
yeah.
stuff?
Oh my gosh,
What you got?
Josh.
I got nothing.
You got Warhammer.
Yeah, you liar! I saw pictures of what you did this week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did.
I mean, not the ones that we have to hide from the public. The other ones.
You gatekeeper of your fun.
Not only fans.
These actually aren't the ones,
Yeah,
but I just have a
I'm gatekeeping my
Look
phone.
at that. See, your brother was ready to go. Your brother
These
had
are the
Oh,
old ones
your
from
back.
last time, but
Yeah, we've seen it.
Still,
Yeah.
same thing.
I have not seen them. Wow.
Yeah, it's metal.
let's see if I can get the new ones pulled up. But Josh,
It's metal.
Yeah, what's
you've
up?
been building some new ones.
I haven't built new ones. I've been working on my Leviathan box, which is 100 characters, a little under 100 characters. So yeah, I actually made a lot of progress. I've been painting all of them, but their skin ended up a kind of a cool blue color, which was neat, but it clashed with their purple carapaces. Carapace?
Carapace?
Carapaces.
Were they having like an Ivan Ooze moment where it just kind of...
Yeah, it just the blue on the purple. I
Yeah.
didn't like it. So I'm repainting all of their skin. I'm going to use a warm white instead of a cool white.
Like an
I think
eggshell.
I think
That
it'll
should
look
color
better.
balance.
Yeah,
Now,
I think that'll do better.
Nick and Britt, do you guys know anything about Warhammer?
I know that I tried to play one time and there was like a ruler and then some math. And I was like, I don't know if this is for me. But I will say...
I'm out immediately.
I will say that the idea of painting like miniature, I think like the world is amazing and everything looks really cool. I would love to give it a shot, but it just, when they pulled the ruler out, because when I used to go play Magic, when Warhammer first like really started booming at my old local spot,
Yeah.
They were like, yeah, why don't you give it a try? Because I was like, oh, these miniatures are so cool. I'd love to like paint them, because they used to have paint workshops and stuff. And so I showed up and then they were like, yeah, here's your ruler. And I was like, I suddenly remembered I have something I need to do.
I am needed
intimidating
elsewhere.
to me. It was so intimidating to me.
To answer your question, I'm going to use a quote from Julius Caesar.
Okay.
I think it was Hamlet.
Or was it Hamlet?
It was Hamlet.
Hamlet.
Line 93.
What was it? Act
Act 3, Scene 3,
Scene 3,
line 91, something like that.
No.
No.
Okay, cool. So this is one of Josh's new ones.
Yeah, see, that's the one.
See, I think that's just
Like-
so interesting.
Like
I can
I'm
see
proud
what
of
you're
it.
saying.
Yeah, I'm proud of it, but I wanted his skin to be
Yeah,
warm instead of cool.
yeah.
It looks like he's going, ah!
He is.
He very much is.
Yes.
Very much
That's-
is.
It's actually the exact emotion I was going for. So yeah, no. So I need to read. He's the only one I've painted so far, and he was a bigger one. So I figured that'd be a good one to work out the color scheme on.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And like I said, I'm very happy with the carapace. I even put a gloss varnish on it, so it looks hard
Yeah, it looks very
and
shiny.
crunchy, and it contrasts his matte skin.
Yes.
But like I said, I wasn't happy with the skin color.
Do
So you're
you
gonna
have to,
redo it?
like, create it? Like, put it together?
Hey, Nick.
Or
Yeah,
is
it comes. That guy was probably about 20 pieces. You have
See,
to
that's just
snip them out of the.
amazing. Like, I've put together Gundam models because
Yeah, it's the same idea.
Gundam.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm a huge Gundam nerd, but
Cool.
like, just I get super intimidated by because they're small.
No, it's one piece at a time. I only cut myself one time.
See,
It was
On
with
what?
an X-Acto knife.
Ouch.
Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I was getting the sprue bits.
I have
Oh,
friends that play like the
so
Star
rude.
Wars version of.
Yeah, see, and that's the cool
There's
thing.
a
Like,
Star Wars version?
there's like
Yeah,
a million.
It's actually really cool.
Yeah, like tabletop gaming is a whole thing. And it's funny because like I actually like this part more than I like playing the game. I like playing
That
the
would be
game.
me.
Yeah, like I like playing the game, but this is like my favorite part.
I would like Bob Ross it and
Yes,
literally.
he's a little happy tree.
Oh my god, can we just have a mini series of Josh like talking
Bob
to us?
Rossing while I'm paying. Yeah, I'm down.
That could be like a segment cutaway where we're all
Yes.
taking painting class for our Warhammer
If
novels.
there's
That would
ever,
be
I'll bring a
so
model
fun.
for everybody. We can all paint
Yeah.
together.
Nice.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
down, I'm down for that.
It's like the sip wine and paint nights.
100%.
Oh,
That'd be the
Yes,
best.
there will be hard liquor in Warhammer.
Yes.
But Jason,
I
I'll
think
mail
that's the
you
name
one.
of it. I think that's the name
Yeah.
of the segment. Hard liquor and
Hard
Hard
Warhammer.
liquor in
Warhammer.
Warhammer. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
want to do this so bad.
Well,
Write this
write
down.
it down.
That feels like
down.
clickbay.
Write it down.
Oh, yeah, I think-
Somebody write it down.
It's recorded.
Jason, write
Yeah.
it down.
So it's
Yeah, excuse me, you cannot
but-
delegate yet. Excuse me.
but no, aside
It's in
from
my DNA. I'm sorry.
I'll
aside
check
from
that real quick. No.
I'm never ever seen on any episode ever again, except for the next one we're doing. All right.
Like, no. Nick, sir, next time. Just Nick, sir. No. Just
You just black out. My
she's just
entire
blurred
face.
out the entire time.
Anything. I
put a
said
voice
was
changer
out.
over her dialogue.
We'll move Corey over
Yeah.
here.
You just
over
put.
this.
You just like do on the unsolved mysteries. I'm like a shadow person
Yes.
with a
With the fake
chamber.
voice.
No,
Britt's
but
voice is,
continue.
Jason, get on that.
Yes, my name is Britt.
Yes, Warhammer.
Warhammer,
Right.
yeah. But no, like aside from Star Trek, which is factually perfect, Warhammer is my favorite sci-fi universe. Like,
So it's
Like,
got
it's not
like
even
it's,
close.
it's kind of like other table like Magic and stuff where it has like a deep lore, right?
yeah, Yeah. Yeah.
Because I could get down with that.
Yeah, like it goes back billions of years.
Oh, nice.
Like it's it's wild. But
Just yelling at us.
it's a good time for
Carl
Warhammer. Yeah.
Billions.
It's a good time for Warhammer.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Because we got the Henry Cavill show coming.
I was literally about to
Yeah.
ask you your thoughts on that.
I'm
Hey,
beyond excited.
That's another shirt.
Yeah.
It's a good time for Warhammer.
It's a good time for
It's a
Warhammer.
good time coming to you.
Just has a picture of Henry Cavill's head on it.
Honestly,
it's a good time for
I would
Warhammer.
buy like 5.
He wouldn't even sue me because he agrees. He'll
Yeah.
buy
Yeah.
a shirt.
We'll just send him one.
Like,
Like
yeah.
100%.
And you know he would wear
Like-
it on streams.
Yeah. Well, we sent him 2. One for him to wear and one for him to sign and send back.
Yeah, there you go. So we
That'd
can
be
put it on the
amazing.
wall.
Yeah.
We'll put him next to old Brent Spiner up there.
Yeah.
We got
Yeah.
to request that he wears it first, so we get some of that Henry Cavill sweat.
That's a
Yeah,
little
too
weird.
far.
I mean,
Yeah,
I wasn't.
that's,
I wasn't
too
gonna.
far.
Okay.
He's out of line, but he's right.
Just trying to feel where the line is.
No, but yeah, and Space Marine is
The new
very
game.
soon,
Yeah,
and we
Space Marine
gotta
2.
yeah, we're gonna have to play that together.
Yes.
We're gonna stream that.
There's
So-
6 of us now. We can actually.
We can have 2 squads.
It's 3-player co-op, right?
Yes.
So loud.
Sorry,
We can have.
I'm very excited about Warhammer.
So there are some games coming out for those that are not aware that we want to review here on this channel. And Warhammer Space Marine 2 is a game coming out this fall. I don't know if they put an exact date on it yet. I think
It's soon. I think it's September. September's in my head.
Like a number.
I think it's November.
Maybe it's November.
I don't know. It's coming out sometime this year, and it's going to be a multiplayer co-op game. So you can actually play the co-op the campaign with your friends, up to 2 other friends. So I think with 6 of us,
We could do
First
we
of
could do
all,
2
I'm just
different
going to go
versions
ahead
of
and
this.
apologize
for
if-
what?
if I play that game.
Oh.
I have this like, I get anxiety. Okay.
Well,
Yeah.
that'll be an interesting twist.
Well,
I mean-
Space Marines don't get anxiety, so just stay in character.
They've
Okay,
seen me
I'll
play
just
Call
stay
of
here.
Duty. They're fine.
Okay. Okay. All right. I'll do it. Okay.
Anyway, so yeah, good time to be a Warhammer fan.
It is.
Yes.
It's
And I-
cool. It's cool that it's getting more of a platform now.
And I keep saying we're going to do a live stream of us playing the game.
Right.
Hasn't happened yet.
I mean, I
mean-
just finished the models.
Oh yeah. We
Yeah,
will.
yeah. He's got to paint them.
I have kids and stuff, man.
Oh yeah. Those little
Mm.
suckers. Yeah,
Wow.
Warhammer.
Warhammer. Instead of like Peter Griffin Roadhouse. It's just like
Roadhouse.
Warhammer.
Warhammer.
All right. So, Britt,
Oh yes.
what have you been geeking out on? Saving the best for last, I hope.
Yes.
No
Okay.
pressure.
It's my time to shine.
Oh.
I geeking out personally. I had 2 photo shoots on Friday. It was 10-hour day. Excited.
Would you be okay if I pulled up some of your photos?
Yeah, go right ahead.
Were you the shooter or the shootee?
I was the model.
She's being
Model.
shot.
That's the word.
We
Yeah.
did.
That's what I was
For-
looking for.
You know, Bleach is a hot
Mm.
anime topic right now. So
Yeah.
I used to cosplay Nalil. And then I recently did Rangiku. I got some of those photos back. They are amazing. I'm holding on to them just so I can look at them. And then we did Makima from Chainsaw Man downtown Huntsville. I love cosplaying in public because I love for people to be like, "What is this for?" And I'm just like, "I'm just weird." That's what it's for. So personally,
So many
that's-
good T-shirt ideas today.
I'm just weird.
I'm just weird. Oh yeah, no, that is.
I know these are not the newest ones, but I do have.
They are from the expo though,
Yes.
where we met. Look at us.
How you holding that fire?
Carefully.
A lot of. Well,
Wow.
I. had
That's
a
right.
lot
That's
of-
what you were wearing when we met you.
Ah.
I
Yeah,
believe.
Jeremy.
Yes.
Yes,
It was,
that
yeah.
day. And you know what sucks? That costume is all leather, and I froze to death.
What?
I'm so angry. I froze to death. That's my good friend JB Creative. She is also a wonderful photographer. So that's kind of what I'm geeking out about right now. Because I left the cosplay game for about 5 years for mental health reasons.
Oh.
And
I can see that being something that gets
yeah.
heated.
Well,
Daunting.
I was a persona online
Mhm.
for a long time.
Okay.
And so when you're a persona online, especially in cosplay, people expect you to be that persona. And after a while, like I was almost at the 10-year mark of doing that. It was like since 2010. And when I hit that mark, it was kind of like, this isn't fun anymore.
Right.
Because no matter where, I mean, I will say I've done some really amazing things. I have had amazing opportunities, but I've worked charities. I did a lot with the Mandalorian mercs in the area. I was a face character for Mara Jade Skywalker.
Nice.
Still really upset about canonization, but whatever.
Damn you, Disney!
But like, I was so fortunate, but every time that people would see me out of costume, I was still the persona, if that makes sense. And it was one of those things that a lot of cosplay cast don't talk about, is how, because I used to know Jessica Negri and all that stuff. And even if you've noticed, she has kind of really stepped back on everything, because after a while you kind of lose yourself. So I took like a 4.5, almost 5-year reset, and now we're back, and it's been fantastic. I'm just doing it just for me.
Nice.
Now. So that's personal geeking out, but anime also geeking out.
Ooh.
One Piece live action.
Okay.
See, that looks interesting.
New trailer
Yeah.
is
Okay.
Chef's Kiss. There's
Feeling good about it?
I am, and
Because Netflix isn't exactly batting 1,000 here.
yeah.
Or bad.
Sometimes they don't show up.
I don't want to talk about like Bebop and stuff, okay? Because Bebop is like one of my all-time guilty pleasure animes. But like, with the one thing that I think is really cool about the One Piece adaptation is the actual creator has come out to defend the casting, and the fact he said he didn't want it to look like cosplay, because a lot of fans are really upset about certain aspects, like Usopp's nose not being elongated and things. And from someone who's worked in film,
People just be complaining.
honestly, fans are the literal worst. And I say that as a fan of things. Like,
No, I mean, I
fans,
get it.
Like, we
Like 1,000%,
literally,
yeah.
we love things so hard, we smother it, and then it dies out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I can't stand that.
Unless you're
Sorry.
Taylor Swift.
Unless you're Taylor Swift.
She'll
Literally.
never go away.
Should never. Go her, though. Whatever.
I mean, I feel it.
Yeah.
She definitely made billions of dollars from her tour so far.
Yes.
I saw that like the government, like she's starting to contribute to the national GDP of the country. Like her, like seriously, like her tours are so successful, and they're all.
It
selling
literally
out.
raises the income
Seriously.
of the country.
Yeah,
That's
like it's
insane.
raising she's raising
Wow.
the net ceiling.
Wow.
Wow, Swift.
I mean,
Wow.
that was an exaggeration, but she is.
Yeah.
Anyway,
1989 did slap though.
I don't
I don't
pay
listen.
attention to her.
I listen
No,
to like
no.
metal.
She
Nice.
writes a good
Rock.
hook. That's it. Sorry.
Another
But-
metalhead. Yes.
So I am super excited about this adaptation, considering the original creator is working with them on it and not stepping away. So to me,
Nice.
that gives me some hope. I just hope and pray that fans, I mean, there's a lot of fans that now that more footage has come out, they've really kind of accepted and grasped the idea and they're excited for it. But there's still those ones, and you just want to love them a little extra, you know?
Or tell them to go touch some grass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Go
then-
outside and touch some grass.
Yeah, and then I guess like musically, through Tic Tac, I came across Tic Tacs.
Why is that catching?
What it's called.
I don't-
Literally, when I say things like that, my nieces cringe on the inside.
It's the best.
It's
I'm
my
cringing on
favorite.
the outside.
But I have been listening to a band that I found on there called Sleep Token.
I heard of that.
They are a melodic metal band,
Ooh.
and I like it because they will put jazz elements into their songs, like chords.
Oh, okay.
Lyrically,
Are you putting it on the list?
they are some of the best
Sleep
What's that?
token.
Sleep Tokens.
Cool.
Lyrically, their songs are like, it's like literal poetry.
I dig that.
I dig that because,
Yeah.
especially in the genre that I like, I grew up listening to classic rock, 80s music. I still listen to that. I listen to a lot of heavy metal, a lot of heavy rock.
You're in a Mustang, yeah.
I have to. It's either that or Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I
None
know,
between.
I know the
1989
profile that I
slapped.
fit. Like,
Yeah.
I know, like, those are my only options. I went with the better one for me personally. No offense to anyone, but so, you know, in especially with metal and rock, you get into like the funk of it's the same junk over and over and over. With Sleep Token, it's like extremely refreshing, and I enjoy it. Thank you, Tic Tac.
So that's terrifying.
Yeah, so their
I've seen
entire
worse.
okay, so
Not a lot of sleeping going on there.
That's why you need a token.
They also have like a gimmick. They're faceless
Okay.
in a sense. Like you don't know.
Like the Gorillas.
It's kind of like like the band Ghost, like the Gorillas, like their face, like. And I think that's a cool aspect as well.
Why don't you make it closer?
But no, some of their songs musically, I'm kind of like, it kind of throws me off because they throw so many elements in. Like they'll have this really heavy moment, but then it just breaks away into, instead of like a heavy bridge, it's this soft, dreamy, like beautiful melody.
Okay.
And then they drop like the hottest lyrics.
Okay.
That kind of reminds me of the band called Thank You Scientist.
Yes.
Yeah.
You love Thank You Scientist.
Yeah, they're so good. Like they hit that like true heavy metal feel to them, but they have like some instruments that they add into their songs, in which they can add those instruments into a breakdown, in which it's kind of, it almost would throw it off a little bit, but it works.
Like the end of their song, The Summoning, straight up drops into like soul music, like straight up, like in the guy's vocal range, freaking insane. Can hit notes that when I was in soprano in choir I could only dream about, and then he could get real soulful. It's just really good band. Okay. It's not everyone's cup of tea, I understand that, but and people like to give people flack for finding things on like bands on TikTok and stuff when they don't realize that this is how a lot of their bands take off now, is through social media. So I think instead of hating on people, we should be like, oh heck yeah, you should check out this song. You know what I mean?
I do that to
embrace
the
gatekeepers.
Embrace it. But but that has been what I have been nerding out about.
Love that.
All right.
Snaps.
Snaps all around.
So speaking of faceless metal bands, are they in any way like? Have you heard of Ghost?
I love Ghost.
Listen, I listen to Ghost every single day.
Oh,
wow.
Watcher in the Sky is my favorite song because it reminds me of classic rock. Yes, they are a lot like that, except for unlike them, Tobias, he obviously shows his face, and a lot of his band members actually live in California.
Okay.
So it is the same general concept.
Got it. Okay.
Nice.
Cool.
That's cool.
All right. Is that everybody?
I think that's everybody.
Have we all geeked out?
I feel like we did.
We geeked pretty hard.
Yeah. We talked about a lot of things.
We did.
We were actually at an hour. Do we have anything else we want to say? Do we want to wrap this up?
I think this was a good one.
Wow.
Ooh, that felt better.
It's me every time.
That hit an itch in my brain.
Oh, my goodness.
Do we want to talk about X?
Twitter's X now.
I have not heard of this.
Twitter's X now.
Thing?
Yeah, it's a thing.
What?
Can we?
What's
do
happening?
we have to talk about Twitter at all?
I agree.
I need to end on something like this.
I deleted Twitter because it's
What's happening?
Incredibly toxic now.
Christians
But will you get X?
Is it really?
What's
No.
X?
That's what Twitter's called now.
Well, no, isn't it just like one of those things where they changed their publicly traded name, but
Probably
the Twitter
kind
app
of
is
like
still the same?
Musically.
No,
did
he
with
said
TikTok.
he said he was changing it to X, and he's getting rid of the birds because they're for the birds.
Well, the birds work for the government.
That sounds dumb.
This does sound
Twitter rebrand.
Twitter's my Twitter's
Like
my-
I'm still
This is
actively trying to avoid
that's the
threads.
logo.
It's literally
that
just
looks
an X.
So
That's
fake.
the logo.
That looks.
It
so
says
fake.
Twitter
It
will
looks like
become
they ripped
X
off the
in
triple X
corporate
logo.
rebrand.
Yeah. See, Jason said corporate rebrand. Is this like an actual rebrand though?
It's a corporate rebrand. Were you even listening?
It says, say goodbye to the bird logo. Twitter is officially
Yeah, that's all
rebranding
that is.
X later today.
Today?
Today.
Is this happening right now?
That
Why
was
is everyone
4
acting
hours
like I
ago.
made this up?
This is such a stupid
I
idea.
Yeah, that's so dumb.
I'm just so in the dark because, like I said, I deleted it and then I'm actively avoiding threads.
Oh yeah, I still don't know what Threads is.
Oh, it's like a well,
like
It's
Twitter,
supposed to be
but
the
not.
Twitter competitor.
yes, but get this, okay? If you get a Threads account and you try to delete it, you have to delete your Instagram.
Because you have to have an Instagram to have a Threads.
Yes.
That's dumb.
And a lot of people are in the argument, we'll just stop using it. I'm like, but isn't that kind of like a security risk if someone hacks into your thing?
Yep.
Yeah. Wow.
conspiracy theories. But
Good job, Zuckerberg.
I kind of hope this is
Musk.
the hopefully not slow death of all social
Oh, wait,
networks.
Threads.
Yeah.
We just go back to the days of not having social networks.
I think the world was a better place.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll be okay with AIM.
Right?
I want to go back
Yes.
to AIM.
yes, honestly,
I've never been so crushed in my life just hearing that door close.
Right? Especially when you're in the middle of a good conversation.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
It's just bad
AIM
internet.
and landlines. Honestly, just go back to AIM and
Yes.
DSN.
All right.
Almost. It was got like slower.
I had
Wow.
because I live in the mountains in
Mhm.
Tennessee. Dial up.
Oh,
was
Rocky
the
Top.
Oh my
thing.
god.
Oof.
Boy, howdy.
I
You know,
had-
Musk has something for that too.
You know, I didn't even have
Skylink.
Facebook until I went to college. I did not have
Like-
any social media
Oh,
until
yeah.
I went to college.
Me too.
And honestly, like
Because I'm old.
I sometimes I really, if it weren't for having friends like all over the world,
Mhm, mhm.
I would literally just drop every social media. I understand why so many celebrities and things avoid social media like
Oh,
the
yeah.
plague. And so many people in our generation, I'm seeing more and more people delete their social medias.
Yep.
Because it does good things, but it's so incredibly toxic too.
Trying to go back outside.
I
Touch
mostly-
that grass.
I mostly use mine for news though. Like that's kind of like where I
Same.
just kind of figure out what's going on.
That's where I heard about X.
Wow.
Yeah.
I heard it on X.
Who knew?
On X. X told me about itself.
Still Twitter. X go.
Give it to you. Yes.
Wow.
Anyway.
My mind is still blown that you
Rip.
have to dial up. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, no, I still don't have internet where I live.
Seriously, though, Musk has a
Really?
for that.
Really? No, because I live in
How-
a mountainous area.
How far are you from the scary parts of those mountains in Tennessee?
Well, scary for who? We need
You
to-
don't
Oh,
Right.
We're quite comfortable in the mountains.
I
of
mean, where you
Tennessee.
get all the skinwalkers
I mean-
and such.
I grew Appalachia.
Yeah.
like the
Yeah.
Wendigos.
Yeah.
You know, you don't look up in the trees at dusk.
Or like if you hear your name, you didn't.
Yeah.
Just keep walking.
Listen,
Yeah.
I
You're
could-
almost to the car.
listen,
Just keep going.
Listen, just for you, I'll do a whole paranormal cast
Yes.
on the Appalachia.
I keep trying to watch those videos, but I'm just like, you know what?
All I'm going to do is
No.
scare myself.
Yeah.
Some of
I live by
them
myself. I can't.
some of them are legitimately bull. Okay, I'll just throw it out there. I'm very much the kind of person, the paranormal community that people hate. I'm a disprove until you can't kind of thing.
Yeah.
But where I live, you be careful at night.
I've also saw a new one like a couple weeks ago. It's like if you're outside after dark and you see yourself, it's a wrap.
That's doppelganger territory. I'm very on the fence about that.
Yeah.
Like there's paranormal phenomena all
Can-
about that. But
Can this be explained? What if you see yourself? It's done.
It's
What-
kind of like the
so it's
yeah.
kind of a mimic.
like
Like a mimic,
Like
like it's a like a entity. Doppelganger is an inhuman entity.
It's not a metaphor.
And it's-
Like literally,
No,
if you're
no.
walking through the woods and you see yourself,
but like what
It'd
is
probably be
what
best
is
if
it
you left.
myself? Like what is being me that
The
I'm
mimic.
looking at?
A mimic.
the doppelganger.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, it has many names across many cultures and platforms and things. But yeah,
I got you.
but no, I have internet off of a cell phone box thingy that I pay $50.
Oh, you got a little
okay.
hotspot. You got a little
Nice.
hotspot.
I absolutely love paying $50 a month for phone service, so I
Yikes.
can play video games and
Hmm.
watch YouTube.
Oof.
Oof, indeed.
Oof.
Okay.
Oof.
So
Mm.
the power went out a couple days ago, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know how to live without YouTube. I don't.
Yeah, I've been
I
on
don't
YouTube
get
way
it.
more
I don't get it.
in
I
the
don't
past
understand.
couple, like year.
I literally go camping for weeks at a time without anything
Wow.
You're better than me.
in the mountains.
Yeah, you're a way better
God.
person than all
like
of us.
bathe in the river kind of thing.
I mean, I could not. I need.
What?
I enjoy a good sunset, but I will not camp.
Mhm.
It's
When
it
the
is
sun goes down, he's
definitely-
out.
Like
Yeah,
there's different
we're
types
done.
of camping. You know, you've got your camping where you hook the camper up and you've got water and power and you know, I've done that. But
Glamping.
growing
That's
up, glamping. Growing up, literally, like we would go camping. We would take the horses, which was fun, and we would go camping, and there'd be like a whole wagon train. But you did not have power. when the sun went down, you lit lanterns and made fires, and you'd go fishing and cook what you caught. Like, I grew up living off the land.
I could probably do that for
would
like a
be fun
good
for
hour.
day. Yeah,
A day.
In my head, I'm fairly confident. I got in an argument at a con one time with this older gentleman because I was like, zombie apocalypse, I think I'm not going to sit here and say I would survive, but I'd make it a while.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like, I know how to take
You got
care
them
of
skills.
myself.
You wouldn't instantly fall apart.
No, I would literally be like, all right, cool. It's my time.
So this is what we're doing now,
I've
huh?
trained my whole life for this
This
moment.
is what we're doing. I understand. Me, I would be like, I just want to watch YouTube. Like, it would be a problem.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be zombies that would get me. I'd have like one big stress headache and pass away.
Day 3 without Pepsi.
Yeah, it really
It's
was
rough.
going to knock me out as a solar flare, like just a giant solar flare. That
Yes.
all the satellites out. I'm just like, just kill me.
I had to go talk to a neighbor earlier.
Really?
Corey's done.
No,
Fine.
I was just saying.
I
That's-
actively
that's what you'd have to do.
right now where I'm house sitting. The neighbors are out on the porch all the time, and I'm literally just like getting in the car as fast as I possibly can.
100%.
Yee.
It's like
Yeah,
that
that's just
meme of
creepy.
Geralt staring at the window in the Witcher 3, and someone's like me waiting on my neighbors to go inside. Literally.
That's me every day. So, on this depressing note, let's just wrap up this episode. I think these guys could talk for hours and hours about all this random stuff. So,
Clearly.
make sure you keep coming back because we got more to talk about, obviously. But, in the meantime, we got some other stuff to watch. We're actually wrapping up our Marvel's Secret Invasion Day of Reaction series this week. So
That's
stay
right.
tuned to our channel this Thursday where we review the entire season of Secret Invasion. We also we're going to get back to it, season 2 reaction videos for Star Trek Strange New Worlds that air every Friday. We're getting back on it this week. We have 2 episodes to catch up on. We also have, now live on our channel, our Barbenheimer review, our reviews of Oppenheimer and Barbie. So go check out our youtube.com/@EatSleepNerd channel to find that video and more coming out soon. But guys, this has been fun.
Thank you for having
Yes.
me.
Yes.
Yeah.
I had so much fun.
You're welcome.
Oh.
I love more
No,
input.
you are also joining us, Nick.
Thank you for joining us.
All your
There you
base
go.
are belong to us.
Oh wow, that is a deep cut.
Yes.
That's because
Yes.
the camera.
Leroy
It's going
Jenkins.
weird places.
Make
Leroy
sure,
Jenkins.
make sure you subscribe over on YouTube. Leave some likes, leave some comments. We need all that engagement.
What do you want to see us talk about?
Yeah.
Ramble about aimlessly like
Who
we've
does
done this
Corey look
entire
like?
episode. Who does Corey
Yes,
look like?
who does Corey?
Yeah, who do we all look like?
Yes.
Roast us, I suppose.
Whoa,
Be
whoa.
kind.
No.
I have
Be
feelings.
kind.
Okay.
I'm hanging on by a thread. Don't. You can leave me out.
Yeah,
of
be nice. Be nice,
And his
people.
bread
Be
is
nice.
gray.
I'm soulless.
Oh no.
Let's do it.
That was so
All
metal.
right, Jason.
Yo.
Since you're the only one not here,
Yeah. Which
What?
I've kind of been feeling that the entire time.
what are some things that nerds should be doing before they go check out some more of our videos?
Well, that's simple. They should nerd out on those things that they love to nerd out on.
Yeah.
Whether it's their music, their movies, their books, their
Cosplay.
band, their drums, their cosplay, their music composers. Focus on all that.
Their scale
Nerd on.
miniatures.
Nerd on, nerds. Nerd on.
But until then, eat, sleep, nerd.
Take it easy, people.